Good afternoon. Here is the national news from our studio, BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. First are the major headlines for the national news. I am Rabi Dalawal. Borno attack. Ndume condones army, raises alarm on terrorists regrouping. Breaking news, we killed 17 soldiers, not 4, as claimed by Nigerian army, ISWAP. Our bandits took over Suleja in Niger, invade church, abduct 12. Another breaking news, RCCG pastor, 2 others regain freedom in Calabar. Now in details. The senator representing Borno South, Mohammed Ali Ndume, has condoled with the Nigerian army authorities over the killing of Brigadier General Zerkuzu and 3 other soldiers during an attack by Islamic State West Africa Province, ISWAP, terrorists on an army base in Askira Uba, Borno State. Ndume, who is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Army, in a chat with journalists on Sunday, also raised the alarm that the terrorists were regrouping at the Lake Chad axis of Borno North, even as he urged troops not to relent. He urged other security agencies to support the military in the fight against the terrorists, revealing that given the Saturday's incident, some residents of Chibok were already planning to relocate to Mubi in Adamawa State for safety. Reports gathered that Brigadier General Zerkuzu and other soldiers were killed on Saturday in the incident, which occurred at Bulguma, a few kilometers from Askira town in Askira Uba local government area of Borno State. According to the army, the troops of Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Adenkai were engaged in a fierce gun duel with the terrorists, which also led to the death of 3 other soldiers. We are trying to urge and sending condolences to the Nigerian army over the death of the general and remain calm. According to militants from the Islamic State-backed Boko Haram group, the Islamic State West Africa Province ISWAP, formerly known as Jamaat al-Sunnah Dawa wal Jihad, 17 Nigerian troops were murdered during an attack on Askira in Borno State's Askira Uba local government area. ISWAP fighters fought Nigerian forces in a fire battle at a military base in the village on Saturday, according to information accessed. Some villagers claim to have seen ISWAP fighters in a big convoy of gun trucks heading towards Askira along the Ungude axis. The locals went on to say that they informed security forces of the terrorist movement, but that no action was taken until the latter bunch assaulted Askira town hours later. A brigadier general and 3 other troops were slain, according to Director, Army Public Relations Onyema Nwachuku, in a statement released hours after the incident. ISWAP, on the other hand, said 17 soldiers were slain in a statement posted late Sunday night. According to the group, 13 soldiers were murdered when its militant attacked troops at a military camp in Askira town, and 4 others, including Brigadier General Zakus, were slain in an ambush near Bulguma. Wali Sani Shuwaram, 45, was recently appointed as the new leader of ISWAP in Lake Chad. Armed bandits operating in Niger State have shifted their base to the satellite town of Suleja, the headquarters of Suleja local government area of the state, kidnapping no fewer than 12 people within 1 week. The area of target of the bandits are churches and settlements within the town where the presence of security agents are completely not felt at all. Within 1 week that the bandits began their operations, no fewer than 12 people have been kidnapped and are still being held. 8 worshippers were kidnapped from Dumari's church in Kwamba area of the town at about 9 p.m. last week when the church was holding a program. The bandits returned to the same Kwamba on Wednesday at 1 a.m. and abducted 4 persons from the low-cost houses located in the area. Information added that a custom officer, his wife, and 2 others were kidnapped as well, which the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Monday Bala Kuyaro, confirmed the occurrence. According on Saturday, before the incident on Wednesday, the bandits in their numbers stormed a branch of Dunamis Church in the same Kwamba and abducted 8 worshippers about 9 p.m. The Redeemed Christian Church of God pastor Sunday Adeniro has regained freedom. Adeniro and 2 other persons were abducted on Saturday by yet to be identified gunmen in Calabar. An impeccable security source who pleaded anonymity said on Monday morning that they were released at about 2 a.m. this morning near Calabar filling station, Ikot Airport, 8 miles on the outskirts of Calabar, the Cross River state capital. The source further disclosed that the pressure from the anti-kidnapping and cultism squad led by SP Awadi made the miscreants to only collect what they could after making an initial demand of 7 million naira. He said they knew that the Dragon Squad was closing in on them. They had to hardly collect about 200,000 naira and let their victims go. Initially, they demanded 7 million naira for their release, but had to just collect what they could as soon as possible and drop them off at Carnival area in Ikot Airport, 8 miles at about 2 a.m. Findings show that SP Awodi and his men from AKCS were already in the trail as at 12 midnight, but immediately they got wind of the manhunt, which was earlier reported they collected the available cash and set their victims free. That was the national news from our studios, but before we go, a quick retake of the headlines once again. Borno attack. Ndume condoles army raises alarm on terrorist regrouping. We killed 17 soldiers, not 4, as claimed by Nigerian army, ISWA. Our bandit took over Suleja in Niger, invade church, abduct 12. Also breaking news for this hour, RCCG pastor, 2 others regain freedom in Calabar. Special thanks to you for watching, appreciating all of our broadcasts. In case you want to join us on YouTube, Baba Bagede Imo TV, kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for update of our broadcast. And on Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services and coverage of your event and function, 07038226160. Thank you for watching. I am yours faithfully, Rebila Lawal.